Abu Dhabi is the capital of the United Arab Emirates. The population recorded lastly in 2015 is around 2.67 million on an area of 972 kilometers squared. Back in the day before the Union, fishing was one of the few means of survival. However, as time advanced, the capital developed and attracted more nationalities. Due to the Abu Dhabi's growth, fishing is no longer one of the main priorities of the capital.
New York City has a population of over 8 million people, making it the largest city in the U.S. With such a dense and diverse community, it's only natural that there are many different types of fishing activity in the city, including both recreational and commercial fishing.
Here in the United Kingdom, London has historically supported commercial fishing activity and it still remains a hub for recreational fishing and fish markets today.
First, to get an idea of the area, here you can see that London is located on a major tidal river, relatively near the coast. In the past, the Thames was an important source of food for the people of London, with healthy populations of Atlantic salmon, smelt, and eels. Fishery stocks declined in the early 1800s, mainly because of the rapid expansion of the City of London and deteriorating water quality of the river. Regulations on pollution and fishing and introduction of conservation initiatives have helped to re-establish healthy populations of native species. Today, there is no commercial fishing in the Thames, and fishing that takes place in the river is recreational.
London is a large and growing city and must meet the high demands of anglers who are looking to fish and the local population who are looking to buy and eat fish.
As mentioned earlier, with the increase in the population of Abu Dhabi due to the amount of immigrants coming in from foreign countries, the demand for fish also increases. Consequently, the fishermen have to supply more fish to the population. However, this leads to exploitation of the local fish population here in Abu Dhabi. With the overexploitation, fish species such as hamur and safi become overexploited, and as a result, the population decreases. As a response, the UAE decided to establish aqua farms around Abu Dhabi in order to ensure that the population of hamur and safi maintains constant in the sea, while we are constantly able to supply the city with a set amount of fishes.
The 19th century Billingsgate Market in central London was the largest fish market in the world, importing 13% of all fish landings in the UK. The market was moved to a new location in East London in 1982 and has remained the central source of fresh fish imported into London. People come to Billingsgate and begin trading at 4 a.m. each day in order to pick the best fish to sell at their own shops around the city. There are a huge number of fish and chips shops in London, serving the popular, typically British meal consisting of deep-fried cod or haddock, so there is a high demand for these types of fish.
On a larger scale, the Fulton Fish Market in the Bronx is a location that sells fish in wholesale quantities to restaurants and smaller suppliers all across New York. Some booths at the night market, which is open from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m., offer delivery services for the buyers and can schedule routine deliveries so they do not have to come all the way there in the night hours. They supply many neighborhood fish markets and even places like Restaurant Depot, where many restaurants go for their produce, which are ideal for people who do not want or need to buy the large quantities that is required at the night market. Al Mina Fish Market is the main supplier of fish in Abu Dhabi. Daily catch is brought in every day at 3 a.m. and sorted for sale at 4:30 a.m. in the parking lot next to the fish market. Back then, fish were caught by actual local Emiratis and sold by them too. However, as times have changed, many locals diverged from such profession and have assigned their employees to do such job for them. Fish are sold on a traditional bargaining method with no set price. The income is then divided between the fishermen and their Arab sponsor.
For freshwater catch and release fishing, New Yorkers can choose from a number of locations such as the pictured Harlem Mere in Central Park, Prospect Park Lake in Brooklyn, or Clove Park in Staten Island. Saltwater fishing is allowed at certain piers on the East and Hudson rivers, but due to massive pollution, the fish that are caught here may not be eaten. Polychlorinated biphenyls, or PCBs, entered the Hudson during the 1950s from runoff from 2 General Electric plants that existed along the coast. Even though this waste has ceased, the health risks from ingesting PCBs are still likely. New York City has many small fish markets, one of which is Mermaid's Garden in Brooklyn. Mermaid's Garden is a community-supported fishery that connects fish eaters to fishermen. Participants commit to an agreed-upon season, during which they receive regular shares of fresh fish. Mermaid's Garden and other CSFs seek to reconnect coastal communities to their food system, promote sustainable fishing practices, and strengthen relationships between fishermen and the people that they feed.
Recreational fishing in the United Kingdom is a popular sport with 2,800,000 anglers participating in recreational fishing as of 2003. From fishing surveys, we know that anglers tend to prefer fishing in still waters over rivers. However, fishing trends are still hard to predict. Here, anglers seem to prefer to fish for carp and roach, but there are some anglers who look to catch exotic novelty species. This is concerning for the environment as they are the most extreme type of fish to stock and carry the greatest risk. The increasing demand for non-native fish causes many fisheries to stock illegally in order to meet the demands of anglers.
Though New York may not be the first location you think of when you think of fisheries, it has a lot to offer when it comes to locations for recreational fishing and the variety of fish available for purchase. Fisheries even have influence with the aspects of economy and health, with PCB levels and how people don't know about the safety risks. So next time you think about fisheries, make sure to look up New York City as well, because there's a big angler population and a huge community that is available to anyone who is looking for it.
Because some fish species are going extinct here in the region due to overfishing, the UAE government has set rules and regulations in regard to the amount of fish that can be fished during a specific season. As a result, the UAE has banned the use of encircling nets during the spawning season, which is from April to August. The fishermen in the UAE protested to such bans. One of the most overexploited fishes in the region is the hamur. As Abdul Qadir of the Gulf News newspaper states, hamur, the most sought-after fish species in the region, is also the most overexploited one. The rate at which hamur are caught is estimated to be 6 to 7 times in excess of sustainable levels, according to the Environment Agency, Abu Dhabi.